All right. So now we're going to skip over to the Essene Gospel of Peace, and this is book 1. Okay. Now let me go ahead and set this up. Okay. This is Yahusha speaking to the people that he was teaching, and they were like, "We all obey the law of Moses." So Yahusha had to break it down for them, and this is where we're going to pick it up at. So give me a minute to bring up the Essene Gospel of Peace, and we're going to get right to that. Wow, and this is a side note. This is one of the documents. This is one of the ancient manuscripts found at the Vatican Library. Alright, so hold on. So I know that this is going to be kind of strong meat. Let's see. I want that part about we all do the law of Moses. Okay, here we go. Let's down here. We all do the law of Moses. Okay. Okay, let me start up here. Okay. Let's start right here. And Yahusha set himself down in their midst and said, I tell you truly, none can be happy except he do the law. And the others answered, We all do the law of Moses, our lawgiver, even as they are written in the holy scriptures. And Jesus answered, Seek not the law in your scriptures, for the law is life, whereas the scripture is dead. I tell you truly, Moses received not his laws from the Most High in writing, but through the living word. The law is living word of the living Elohim to living prophets for living men. In everything that is life is the law written. You can find it in the grass, in the tree, in the river, in the mountain, in the birds of heaven, in the fishes of the sea, but seek it chiefly in yourselves. For I tell you truly, all living things are nearer to the Most High than the scripture which is without life. The Most High so made life and all living things that they might, by the everlasting word, teach the laws of the true Almighty to men. The Most High wrote not the laws in pages of books, but in your heart and in your spirit. They are in your breath, your blood, your bone, in your flesh, your bowels, your eyes, your ears, and in every part of your body. They are present in the air, in the water, in the earth, in the plants, in the sunbeams, in the depths, and in the heights. They all speak to you, and you may understand the tongue and the will of the living Almighty power. But you shut your eyes that you may not see, and you shut your ears that you may not hear. I tell you truly that the scripture is the work of man, but life and all its host are the work of the Most High. Wherefore do you not listen to the words of the Most High, which are written in his works? And wherefore do you study the dead scriptures, which are the work of the hands of men? All right. How may we read the laws of the Most High elsewhere than in the scriptures? They ask. Where are they written? Well, you know, Yahusha just told them. He just told them where his true laws are written. Read them to us from there where you see them, for we know nothing else but the Scriptures, which we have inherited from our forefathers. Tell us the laws of which you speak, that hearing them we may be healed and justified. And Yahusha said, You do not understand the words of life, because you are in death. Darkness darkens your eyes, and your ears are stopped with deafness. For I tell you, it profits you not at all that you pore over dead scriptures, if by your deeds you deny him who has given you the scriptures. I tell you truly, the Most High and his laws are not in that which you do. They are not in the gluttony and the wine bibbing, neither in riotous living, nor in lustfulness, nor in seeking after riches, nor in hatred of your enemies, for all these things are far from the true Elohim and from his angels. But all these things come from the kingdom of darkness and the Lord of all evils. And all these things do you carry in yourselves, and so the word and the power of the Most High enter not into you, because all manner of evil and all manner of abominations have their dwelling in your body and your spirit. If you will that the living Almighty Power's word and his power may enter you, defile not your body and your spirit, for the body is the temple of the Spirit, and the Spirit is the temple of the Most High. Purify therefore the temple, that the Most High of the temple may dwell therein, and occupy a place that is worthy of him. And from all temptations of your body and your spirit coming from Satan, withdraw beneath the shadow of the Most High's heaven. Renew yourselves and fast, for I tell you truly that Satan and his plagues may only be cast out by fasting and by prayer. Go by yourself and fast alone, and show your fasting to no man. The living Elohim shall see it, and great shall be your reward. And fast till Beelzebub and all his evils depart from you, and all the angels of our earthly mother come and serve you. For I tell you truly, except you fast, you shall never be freed from the power of Satan and from all diseases that come from Satan. Fast and pray fervently, seeking the power of the true Almighty living power for your healing. While you fast, eschew the sons of men, and seek our earthly mother's angels, for he that seeks shall find. And we're going to end it right there with the Essene Gospel of Peace. All right. So give me just a moment. And just a second witness that the Essene Gospel of Peace, where he was talking about seek not the law in the scripture, but in yourselves and the trees and all of that. 2 Corinthians 3:3. For as much as ye are manifestly declared to be the epistle of Christ, ministered by us, written not with ink, but with the Spirit of the living power, not in tables of stone, but in fleshly tables of the heart. Just wanted to put that in there. No nation would have been able to overtake us had we obeyed the voice of the Almighty Power. Had we followed after his laws, his statutes, the way that the Father told us to operate, if we walked in love for all of his creation, not wanting to slaughter the animals like we learned in Egypt, not wanting to eat their dead flesh, If we had been purged and turned from our wicked ways. This is a scripture he just popped in my head. Give me just a second. This scripture just popped in my heart. O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets, and stonest them which are sent unto thee, how often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, but ye would not. We would not turn from our transgressions. We would not allow the Most High Almighty to change our hearts and renew our minds and become born again. We wouldn't allow him to do so. Alright? The Father says, 6 days thou shalt work, but on the 7th day thou shalt rest. In earning time and in harvest thou shalt rest. Why is Christianity doing the exact opposite of what the Most High told us? 7th day is Saturday, not Sunday. Yet Christians worship and rest on Sunday, the first day of the week. This world has made it like it's the last day, of the week. This world has put Sunday on the tail end of the weekend and has made Monday the first day of the week. The Father said to rest on the last day of the week. But the original last day of the week was the 7th day, Saturday. And Sunday was always day one with the Most High. It didn't have these pagan titles attached to it. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It didn't have that. It wasn't like that. It was day one, which was Sunday, which was changed to Sunday. They implicated these demigods' names. All of these has to do with the demigods, the pagan gods. Even stuff like Mercury, Mars, all the names of the planets. But let me get back on track here. All right. Why does Christians celebrate all the holidays of the world? Christmas, New Year's, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Halloween, etc., etc., etc. But they don't acknowledge the sacred days of the Most High in the least bit. They have no idea what his days are, but yet they're a part of all the holidays of the world. But you claim that you know the Most High. You claim that you serve the Most High. Well, by your actions, just with these two things right here, what day you work, what day you rest on, and what days you hold sacred, are these given by the Most High? No. Like we just established, they were given by the world. This world established that. Our oppressors established that. And that's what you follow through with. That's who you listen to. That's who you are following. This is very simple. Very simple. The Creator has his ways, but you're following the ways of the world and saying that you serve the Most High. That brings me to another scripture that he just put in my heart. This is the Messiah speaking. You say you love the Messiah? You say you love Jesus? Well, listen to what Jesus says. Matthew 15:8. These people draweth nigh to me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. How is your heart close to the Father when everything that He said you're ignoring and everything that the world tells you to do, you do? Satan is the father of this world. Satan is the god of this world. Why are you following after him? He is their adversary. But yet you're listening and you're taking all your cues from Satan. And you say you love the Most High Almighty. That's like a slap in his face, you know. That's why he said this in this Matthew 15:8. These people draw nigh to me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. That's a real statement right there. We have been taught lies. You need to come to that realization. You want to know how we were taught lies? It's in the scripture. It's in the so-called Holy Bible. The false pen of the scribes. Jeremiah 8:8. So let's go there. Now I'm going to read the KJV first, and then I'm going to read a different version that I like better. Jeremiah 8:8. How do ye say we are wise, and the law of the Most High is with us? Lo, certainly in vain made he it. The pen of the scribes is in vain. Alright, now let's go to a different version. I like this version a lot better. Let's break it down. Real simple. How can you say we are wise and the law of the Most High is with us, when in fact the lying pen of the scribes has pronounced a deception? That's very clear. That's from the Berean Study Bible. And man, this is just pointed out to me. This is Judah's sin and punishment. This is Judah's sin and punishment. Alright. Now, the Messiah also said, they will lay many false things unto me. And I'm about to find that scripture. Hold on right quick before I do that. Okay, hold on. This is great. So we're talking about the lion pen of the scribes. There's another scripture that's placed in my heart, but I gotta find it. So give me just a moment. And this is outside of the King James. This is outside of the so-called Holy Bible. I think I can find this in Gospel of the Holy 12. Let me check it. Wow, okay, hold on. Because I think he just showed me something. Oh, hold on a second. Let me go with this right quick. Alright, so first Matthew 11:28. And there's that other one that I'm going to find too, but okay. 1128 KJV. Wow, okay. He is revealing this right here. Okay, this is about laying unto him things that he never taught. He's showing me this. At the time that Yahusha answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, power of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for it seemed good in thy sight. All things are delivered unto me of my Father, and no man knoweth the Son but the Father. Neither knoweth any man the Father save the Son, and he is to whomsoever the Son will reveal him. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. See, this verse right here is talking about the heavy burdens and the heavy laws that were placed upon the shoulders of men, that Yahusha is telling them, lay all of those down and come to me. He didn't give those heavy burdens. He says in another scripture, hold on, let me go with this. Because in another scripture he says, my burden is light and my yoke is easy. Okay, let's just keep going because this looks like that's okay. It's right here. It's right here. He was leading me to this all along. Okay, so he says, lay off all those burdens, that all these other laws that men are trying to heap upon you. You gotta wear your fringes. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. Nah, man. I got to follow the laws of my Father. And my Father didn't give all these laws of men that you trying to heap unto me. Yahusha is telling them this. He says, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. Yeah, take upon you my yoke and learn of me. Why did he say that? Why did he say? Because we got to learn of him. A lot of things were suppressed. These Gentiles, when they stole the Hebrew Israelite scrolls, they took out the precious things that we needed to connect us to our almighty power. You gotta understand, they suppressed these things about the Messiah. They suppressed a lot of things that the Messiah came here to teach us. Why did they do that? Because they want control. How do they get control? Because they can deceive you. If they can deceive you and mold your perception of who the Most High is, remake your reality and all these things and deceive you into listening to them, into all of these things that they created, this reality that they created, if they can force you into that, this religions and all of these things that they set up, if they can get you bound into that, they can reshape your thinking and make you think that the God you're serving is the Most High Almighty when it's not. You get all these burdens heaped upon you. Hebrew Israelites, gotta wear your fringes. Take upon you my yoke. Learn of me. Learn of the Messiah. We gotta learn of the Messiah because they suppressed a lot of the teachings of the Messiah. So that's why we have to go outside of the so-called King James Holy Bible. Because they took it out. They took many precious things out of the so-called Holy Bible. Okay? And ye shall find rest unto your souls, for my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. There ain't a whole bunch of laws that the Father done put on us. There ain't no 613 laws that we gotta keep. You Christians, you're right about that. You're right about the fact that the Messiah came to do away with a lot of those laws of Moses, so-called. But he ain't never did away with the laws of the Almighty. He ain't never done away with the eternal laws. All right? So, give me just a moment. All right. And this is Confession of the 12. This is from the Gospel of the Holy 12. You can find this thenazareneway.com/GHT underscore section underscore the number 5 underscore lections LECTIONS underscore 41 underscore through THRU underscore 50.htm. Alright, and you can see on my screen here as I'm showing you this 666. This is automatic every single time. Every single time there's a document opened up, 666 is what the default is. Alright, so I just wanted you to see that. Alright, now this is the Confession of the 12, and we're going to start in verse 5. Okay? Ye are my chosen 12. In me, the head and cornerstone, are the 12 foundations of my house builded on the rock, and on you, in me, shall my church be built, and in truth and righteousness shall my church be established. And ye shall sit on 12 thrones, and send forth light and truth to all the 12 tribes of Israel, after the Spirit. And I will be with you, even unto the end of the world. But there shall arise after you men of perverse minds, who shall through ignorance or through craft suppress many things which I have spoken unto you, and lay unto me many things which I never taught, sowing tares among the good wheat, which I have given you to sow in the world. Then shall the truth of the Most High endure the contradiction of sinners. For thus it has been, and thus it will be. But the time cometh when the things which they have hidden shall be revealed and made known, and the truth shall make free those which were bound. And I'm going to stop right there. All right. Okay, so all these scriptures that talk about the laws of the Most High in the Torah that a lot of Hebrews want to hold so dear. These ain't the laws of the Most High. He ain't never gave no law of slaughter and sacrifice. We can prove that in Jeremiah. Let me just go there, right? Let me just I'm going to flow by the Spirit. Because I do have notes here, but like the Spirit is leading me this way. So let's just get it. This is great. And I think there's going to be a part 4 as well. There's going to have to be a part 4. And possibly even a part 5. I told you it's going to be very extensive. I'm definitely just going to follow the Spirit. Because we just established that they will lay unto him many things that he didn't teach and suppress many things that he did teach. Okay. So yeah, he's right on time. He put the scripture in my heart. Alright, so we're going to Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 22. Alright, now Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 22 is where I'm going to start. We know he didn't tell nobody to eat no dang flesh. This is the type of lies that's written into the scripture. He says, "For I spake not," in verse 22, "For I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt concerning burnt offerings and or sacrifices. But this thing commanded I them, saying, Obey my voice, and I will be your power, and ye shall be my people. And walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. But they hearkened not, nor inclined their ear, but walked in the counsels and imagination of their evil heart, and went backward and not forward, since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day. I have sent unto you all my prophets, all of my servants, daily rising them up early and sending them. Yet they hearkened not unto me, nor inclined their ear, but hardened their neck. They did worse than their fathers. Therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken unto thee. Thou shalt call unto them, but they will not answer thee. But thou shalt say unto them, This is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Most High their power, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished and is cut off from their mouth. Cut off thine hair, O Jerusalem, and cast it away, and take up a lamentation on high. For the Most High hath rejected and forsaken the generation of his wrath. For the children of Judah have done evil in my sight, saith the Most High. They have set their abominations in the house which is called by my name to pollute it. And they have built the high places of Tophet, which is in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to burn their sons and their daughters in the fire, which I commanded them not, neither came it into my heart. See, their sons and their daughters could also be the animals, the creation, because they were given unto us as they were made subject unto us. We were to rule over them. They were a part of our kingdom. They are a part of the Most High's kingdom, as above, so below. On the earth, he gave men dominion over the animals. We had dominion over them, not to kill them, not to burn their flesh and eat their dead flesh. All right? This is why he dealt out judgment against us. This is why so-called black people have went through the atrocities that we've been through. This is exactly why. Therefore, behold, the days come, says the Most High, that it shall no more be called Tophet, nor the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter. For they shall bury in Tophet, till there be no place. And the carcasses of this people shall be meat for the fowls of heaven, and for the beasts of the earth, and none shall fray them away. Then I will cause to cease from the cities of Judah and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness and the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, for the land shall become desolate. He dealt out great judgment to us because we refuse to listen and hearken to the voice of the good shepherd. We refuse to listen to the voice of the Most High. So therefore his judgment was poured out upon us. Alright? Lots of work, but I love doing it. Alright, so we're going to stop it there. Okay, because there's so much more breakdown that we got to do. So we just established that he never commanded no sacrifices, okay? And we read in Jeremiah chapter 7, verses 22 through 34. And this is basically the judgments that is going to start happening to the Israelites that continue to be stiff-necked and refuse to listen and hearken to the voice of the Most High. Alright, so we're going to end it there, and we're going to come back with a part 3. A part 4. Because this is part 3. Yeah, this is pretty freaking long, man. It's pretty freaking long, so just bear with me, and we can grow together. Shalom.